just can't get you right off my mind. Been a week.
So, good evening everyone. I understand it's been a long day at work and you all want to get out of here, so we'll try and keep this short and sweet. So before me, as you guys all know, this company was run by Mr. Weber, who implemented a variety of strategies and who did a variety of things. Obviously they were good things, that's what kept the company alive for so long. So I'm just going to give you a bit of brief, as you may or may not know about these facts about the company post 2012. So before I joined this company in 2012, we were 8,727 employees big. That is a big number, so congratulations to Mr. Weber on achieving this.
Good job.
So he brought the company to the position where I was in 2012 of having 55 facilities, over 2,000 different products and 100 separate production lines. Whilst all of this was great, he wanted to focus on providing a customized product for each client that we had. Now that is great in theory, but it's not always viable. The problem that we faced with this is that we weren't able to focus on the quality of the products that we were delivering. This is one of the main things that I would like to focus on, and this is why I've appointed you guys. So obviously you guys have been working on this is one of the key objectives in your simulations over the last few years or so.
Yeah.
I believe.
Sure.
So yeah, basically you guys are going to tell me what's been happening over the last 4 years. The reason why I hired you guys are all aware of it, for the simulations to grow this company from the position we were at in 2012, which wasn't as great as we'd like it to be. And what's our position now, guys?
So within my analysis of the previous state of Delta Signal, basically everything was going downhill. The previous management team, I don't know what they did, but it was pretty bad. Basically, our stocks were dropping, we were losing market share with our competitors, and basically the company was in a really, really rough shape. We had thousands of products, yet no one would buy them because they were of average quality. Now, the demands were high, and we tried to cater to all these demands from all our consumers. Now, this approach was very expensive on our behalf, and with costs rising, fuel prices rising, people were less inclined on purchasing expensive and luxurious items. Now, fast forward, we've gone through several years with the new management team, our new CEO that's stepped in. Things have improved. We've shifted from our focus on the luxurious segment. We have now focused on a strategy that utilizes a low lifetime cost. What's more important is that we have a clear vision of what our strategy should be. Compared to the last strategy that we had, there was no real clear vision, and we had no way of actually knowing where we were going. Now, we have a really good basis within our strategy. We have a really strong focus now on improving quality, making sure that we are best in our class and that our consumers are very happy with our products, making sure that what they buy is what they will have for years to come. And yeah, so we've had really good ratings with our consumers. We've done a lot of campaigning of quality. We've improved a lot of our internal processes. And we've done a lot of investing by dropping all of our investments have basically been utilized to improve our implementation of new strategies and new equipment, technology and all that. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, so there's quite a lot to talk about.
Okay, so guys, I've given you $25 million each 6 months. What have you done with the money?
Before we could implement our new strategies, we had to do an external analysis of the environment. and we found that companies that apply the forward integration is more successful. So we've come to a conclusion that custom integration is the clear choice for our company.
That's good to know.
We've determined 3 aspects of this new strategy, which is to focus on further research and development, which we've been doing, and where we are trying to focus on low lifetime costs. We do not want to compromise our quality because we want to apply the customer integration, so we have to put our customers as our main concern.
That sounds good. That sounds reasonable.
Yep, so basically after the analysis that we conducted, we focused more on our internal processes. So we did a lot of investments within machinery, training, campaigning, all the internal stuff. We tried to minimize all our costs by outsourcing our admin. Admin was a very big expense for us, so it was really beneficial for us to actually outsource to another country. We also outsourced our engineers. It was too expensive to actually maintain our own engineers within the business.
Okay. Engineers as in just coming up with the ideas or going out for maintenance?
A bit of both, actually. We tried to...
Well, I can see in the reports that you've got some engineers coming in when necessary. Is that for maintenance purposes, I believe, or can you elaborate?
The engineers are basically for the operations of the machinery. The machinery that we've invested in is quite technical. It's not really something that our staff can handle, so we need specialists to actually use the machinery.
Okay.
We've actually managed to maintain a competitive advantage amongst our competitors through our research and development.
How so?
Well, we believe that our employees are our assets because as long as we're treating them well, they wouldn't be seeking to abandon us for new companies.
Okay, but they're just employees. What's so great about them?
I reckon our employees are more than just an asset. They're more of a family member within our company.
Okay.
It's because that we've trained them so much over the years. We've put so much time and effort investing in training programs and making sure that our staff is up to date, especially with our investments within the BSc scorecard quizzes. On average, they would score over 90%. So roughly, there was a period where 78% of our employees would score above 90%. However, we had discrepancies within the budgeting, so we had to minimize our budget within the education programs. We had to focus more on, say, our internal processes. So
That's an impressive number.
It's quite
You guys did well there. So what were the results of this new strategy that we've been implementing?
Well, the quality of our products have increased, and so has the satisfaction levels of our customers, who has increased the chances of recommending our company to people they know.
Well, that's great to hear. That's definitely something that we wanted to do. We needed that push, I guess.
Exactly.
So good job on you guys for accomplishing that so far. So you've done well so far in the last 4 years since I've been here. So you guys have come up with certain goals for our business, and from what you're telling me now and from what I've got in front of me,
Yep.
you guys have fulfilled them mostly. There were a few points which could have been improved, but
It is still early days. I mean, we have just started out this new strategy. It will take more time to implement all the other aspects.
so 2 questions for right now.
Yep.
What can you say in the next 2 minutes that will not only keep you guys on, but take our company further?
Okay, so basically everything that we've worked on within the last few years, we've done to a really high level. Now, what we're going to do in the next 3 years is focus on the areas that we have fallen behind in.
Okay.
And then Mohammed?
I have 4 points I would like to recommend. First, financial. Second, customer. third, internal process. The last one is learning and growth. Financial. Our main focus within our finances are limited due to our main strategy for focusing being primarily found on maintaining a high standard of quality and the ability to minimize our cost. Since we have established a good priority with our customers, as well as efficient internal and external processes in place, we believe that we should be as efficient internal and external, more than able to put more focus with our finance. Our business needs to now put our shareholder and the stakeholders first in order to survive. Customer, after facing a few stagnant variables that did not improve, which we recommend allowing investment to can we stop, please?
No, you keep going, because I can edit this out.
Allowing investment to occur for other aspects of our customers' objectives, such as customer protection as well as more protectional campaigns. Third one is the internal process. We have invested heavily in the most updated technology, as well as making sure that our internal process costs, such administrations, were of the lowest levels. We should maintain our current investment of driving costs down, which I believe need to continue in the next 3 years. The last one is learning and growth. Quite explanatory, we need to keep our existing staff as well as new staff up to date with the training, since we made budget cuts last time due to budget with the other department. This affected our employees' knowledge of our main purpose. We cannot let that happen again. I suggest that we now start investing more on the research and development aspect, as well to stay ahead of our competition.
Okay, so I'm just going to sum up what you've said to me so far. You guys are telling me that the previous, under Mr. Weber's management scheme, things didn't work because we projected to the customers that we need customers, the customers don't need us.
Exactly.
Am I right? Mm-hmm. Okay, and you said that this was a flawed decision?
This was a flawed approach, yes.
Okay, fair enough. You guys have said that you guys have been investing in things such as our employees. You call them an asset, I believe?
More of a family member, I reckon.
Okay.
I would say.
That's a good approach to have as well. We've invested a lot in research and development, as you mentioned, Ali, and we've also been investing in things such as, sorry, just one moment, just to check what else we've been doing. And we've also been doing things such as the ongoing training programs that we've been providing to our staff. So one thing I really do appreciate about you guys is that you have cleared up any doubts about the company's vision that we've got. Everyone is a lot more motivated and a lot more dedicated, and everyone has got it. I can see within our staff a reflection of the company's values. You've clarified that, so that is one of your biggest achievements that you've had. So congratulations on that, first of all. Secondly, you have brought Delta Signal to its position today, where our market share is now $62 per share, or above, I'm sorry. That's the latest figure I've got, above 62, but it could be rising as we speak. So congratulations on that as well. So overall, you guys get to keep your job, and I hope to see more improvements in the next 3 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank